Hey guys, it's Randy here at etrailer.com. Today we're going to be taking a look at a bundle we've put together from CargoSmart. Now, this is going to be the Pro Bundle. Essentially, you're going to have just about everything you're going to need to outfit your trailer and get your stuff secure. Anytime you're traveling down the road, keeping items secure in your trailer and keeping them from bouncing around is very important. But also with this kit, we can go right into sheds, we can go into houses, garages, and things like that, and also take care of a lot of management there as well. Now, the heart of the system is going to be the X-Track. Basically, what the X-Track allows us to do is to connect any manner of different type E or X-Track accessories. Now, those are going to include straps and wheel chocks and tie-down points, all kinds of different stuff, even accessories as far as like tool bins and boxes and things like that to make your life a lot easier. The thing I like so much about the X-Track is that we can connect our items either direction. With the older E-Track style of connection points, you either had to choose whether you wanted them to all be this way or if you wanted them to run up and down. So this just gives us a lot of flexibility in being able to get anything mounted in any direction that we want. So the system's going to have 4 60-inch pieces of the X-Track. So whether you're going to be mounting them on the floor or up on the wall in a shop or up on the wall in a trailer like we've got a couple here, you'll be able to get those secured using the 1/4-inch holes. Those holes are going to be on 2-inch spacing, so you can generally hit about every stud or hit every support coming down on the side of your trailer and maximize your capacity. It's also going to have 4 of the 2-inch by 12-foot long straps. The straps are going to have a safe working load limit of 1,000 pounds, so essentially you're going to get 4,000 pounds of holding power. Going to be a pretty standard ratchet. You can see just your standard handle, plenty large enough to get a gloved hand in there if you're going to be working in the colder weather. The cool part is they connect directly into the X-Track. So anywhere along this X-Track, we can connect directly in with our strap and have a connection point. And also in the kit, we're going to have 4 single E-Track connection points. Now these are something you can hang up just about anywhere you want, and it gives us just a quick and easy way to connect whatever accessory we might have. So we can pop that in that way, or again, turn it the other way. Now these are going to be really handy for putting just about anywhere you want. Once we get that locked in, we're then able to connect either some of our straps. You know, if you got a good set of ratchet straps you like, you don't necessarily want to get rid of those. So this will allow you to connect there, or something we often do is just leave a rope ring hanging up somewhere. Then we'll hang our straps from that to keep them up off the floor and keep them out of the way. Now the rope rings are also going to come with it. We've got 4 of these. Now these are rated for a 2,000 pound capacity as long as you've got your X-Track secured properly. And this gives you a lot of mobility, being able to put a connection point just about anywhere you want. And these can also be used with rope to kind of lash back and forth to secure something. So throwing things like this up on the wall in a couple strategic places can really help you out with toolboxes and different stuff like that. We've got one set up here with our X-Track with one of these above it, one of these on the floor below it, so any of our taller items we can run a strap over and then also around. So works out really handy. They don't take up a whole lot of real estate, and certainly don't stick out off the surface all that far, so definitely something I think will help you out a lot when it comes to getting everything kind of managed and stored where you want it. Now, as far as your installation process goes, of course you'll need to pick out where you're going to be putting your track. And when going down to a plywood floor like this is only about a 1/2-inch plywood, so it doesn't have a lot of kind of structural integrity behind it. We're going to be using the backing plate. This is part number BPEZ. And these 4 outside holes will line up perfectly with the holes that we have on the X-Track here. The mounting holes in the X-Track are 1/4-inch, so we're going to be using 1/4-inch hex bolts to go down and through. And I'm going to use, with this being 60 inches long, I'm going to use 1 close to each end, and I'm going to use 1 right in the middle. And then I'll go in every other hole between them. I'm going to add in wood screws. That should give us plenty of integrity. Now I have a little bit of an issue on this trailer that there's a beam that runs through kind of right here in this center section. So I'm going to use 2 bolts on the back side here with washers to kind of spread it out. And then at the first opportunity where I can get my backing plate in, I'll put one there, put one up at the far end, and again put one in the middle there. But once we've got it figured out where it's going to go, I like to mark it. I've just used a pin kind of on both sides, so while I'm installing it, if it moves, I'll recognize it. We're just going to get our hole drilled out here. And once we get these two in the back anchored down, it should hold it in place for us while we do the rest of it. So here's the rearmost bolt that we had, and like we said, I don't have enough room to get that backing plate in, so I'm going to use a fender washer on it. Nylon lock nut, which I'm going to use that nylon lock nut on all of them. We just need to get it snug down. We just want to compress that plywood between our track and our washer here. Now the backing plate, after we put our 4 screws through, that's just going to go right on top. Just kind of like that. And of course I've got my buddy Shane up top helping me. He's got to hold those bolts or they're just going to spin when I try to tighten them. Just get them started. No washer or anything needed. The plate's going to take care of that for us. And then we'll snug these down just like we did the other ones. That's really all there is to getting it mounted with our bolts. Now let's head up there and I'll show you kind of how I position those wood screws along there just to give us a little bit of additional support and a little bit additional hold. So what I like to do with the wood screws is, so I've got a backing plate here, a backing plate here. We've got this middle area here where we're not really going to have anything holding it down. So that's where I'll go into every other hole there. Or if you want to get really crazy about it, you could do all the holes up through there. Of course, the more fasteners we have in it, the stronger it's going to be. Guys, as you can see, I think with everything we've put in the kit and the ability to use any other E-Track or X-Track accessory, that this is going to solve a lot of the common problems that come with your stuff rolling around your trailer or being all over the floor in your garage or whatever you might have there. Overall, we've put it together with everything we think you're going to need to be very successful in getting everything managed.